He's not a person.
Oh, you're
Racist.
so racist. He's,
No, it's
I
true.
mean, a
He's
goblin,
people.
but
He's not even a
I was
class
about to
feature.
say
He's
he
a
is the
feat.
goblin.
It's not a person. He
That
doesn't
cuts
count.
deep. That
Although
cuts deep,
that's-
sir.
that's
Deep.
that's really hilarious. That our opening line of the recording, because I totally forgot to hit the record button, is that doesn't count. He's not a person.
Yeah, no, not bad. Not bad.
Not a bad opener. Not bad at all.
No, that's a good one by our comparison of norms. Well, last session, JD got ripped in twain. Lots of things were bloodied, and the bitch got away. Yay. I mean,
Just
not
needs to
yay.
get curious
but-
for her again.
Yeah. That's my half-assed attempt at a recap.
On the beefy side, many things full of feels happened, but you guys don't get to see them because they're secret.
Also that.
On a more mechanical note, we survived, sort of, the most deadly encounter ever written in a Paizo adventure path.
Certainly did feel like that.
Yeah,
Scott,
some of us
someone
survived.
else. Well,
That's why I said
JD
sort
wasn't
of.
the only one who died last week. Let's take a moment of silence for Scott's record of no one dying.
Ha! I broke your record, Scott!
Dun, dun,
I took your first death, Cherry.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's what that popping sound is.
I don't have a... Hold on, I'll get a weapons for the salute. It's fucking...
Yeah.
I had almost
It is a
forgot
shame.
about that. Thank you, Rowan, for reminding me.
Fucking A.
Oh. It is a shame. It
I've
happens.
never lost a player
Records are meant
character.
to be broken.
I will never lose a player character.
I never said I never will. I said I have no intention of letting such a thing happen. And I want to point out I didn't have the opportunity to react. You were dead in the surprise round.
Because you couldn't see. Because you couldn't see.
Nick, if it makes you feel any better, Zamifi is going to invest in perception and improved initiative just for these scenarios.
I think it would be better if we all took lookout.
Yeah, I kind of like the lookout plan, but oh, I've got so many feats I need to take already. Oy.
At least you get bonus feet.
No, I don't.
You're playing a sorcerer. Yes, you do.
And they're forced to be specific things, and I've already taken the only one that I actually wanted.
Maybe so, but you still have more than just base leveling. I'm stuck with base leveling.
So I discovered Ultimate
fair.
Victory last night. Did you know there was a Batman class?
Oh my god, you are so far behind the times. Vigilante. It sucks ass. It's a terrible
In
class.
everything except Tells Rebels.
But dude, some of those feats are awesome. There was one that said you always act in the surprise round.
Yeah, no, there a couple of the things that you could take for it were pretty cool, but oh my god, it's just such a crappy
And some of those archetypes are pretty sweet.
class. It could have been so awesome, and they just kind of dropped the ball on that one.
At least the final version is better than the playtest.
The final version is
So
better
much
than the
better.
playtest. I can give you that. But that's like saying
The book
diarrhea
as a whole
is almost as bad as, That's like
the book
saying
as a whole.
Constipation.
is my
I don't know.
second
Yes,
favorite
there we
Pathfinder
go.
book.
I forgot
The
where
book
I
as a
was
whole
going.
is my second favorite Pathfinder book, except for the class itself. But everything else.
Bathroom, apparently.
I wouldn't rank it quite that high on the awesomeness scale, but it's got some
I
interesting
like
stuff.
weird things. I like things that are different. As a point of order, my favorite book is Unchained. So
Oh,
that's the state of my scale. So
and Scott's
do you
least
remember
favorite
my
book
opinion of
ever.
Unchained?
fuck Unchained.
No, Scott, I
Yes.
don't remember your opinion of Unchained. Would you like to repeat it for our audience, such
Oh
as it is?
man, I got Scott to
I
say
am
the B
pressing
word. I
down.
took Scott's, no PC death chair. Oh boy, this is just a bunch of firsts.
I am currently pressing down my press to talk button with both of my middle fingers, channeling it into the board and saying, "Fuck Unchained."
Wait, why are we mad about Unchained?
Scott hates Unchained.
And
No,
I
there's some
love
pretty cool stuff in
Unchained.
there. I really like
There's
the
a-
progressive magic items.
There's a lot of stuff in there, and I understand and appreciate the fact that they're optional rules. Whatever. But some of the optional rules they presented to be fixes for other things were for things that did not need to be fixed. I hate the Unchained Barbarian. I hate the Unchained Summoner. I think that the only Unchained class that might have needed an upgrade was the Unchained Rogue, which I can appreciate, and I think still unlocks are cool.
See, I think the main reason people are mad about the Unchained Summoner is because they took something that was powerful and made it actually less powerful because it was not balanced with the other casters. The fact that you got haste as a second level spell was ridiculous.
And Dimension Door as a third level.
No, it wasn't, because you only get like 2 spells a day.
Hold up. Summoners get haste as a second level spell, which for them means that they get it when they hit 4th level. That is 1 level sooner than any other casting class. So what? 1 level.
And I can tell you from experience in a party with a summoner and a wizard where I was the summoner and wisely picked up haste as soon as I could, the content that is presented to a party at 4th level is different than a content presented to a party at 5th level. And haste makes a shockingly huge difference.
I mean, yeah, but it also takes up a very valuable spell known. It takes up one of, like, maybe 4 spells that you can
use
actually
per day.
cast.
Yeah, but what a
Remember
spell
that
per
at
day.
4th level you can still only cast haste at 4th level like twice per day.
I was assuming
And
like
that's
the best
both
possible
of
stats for 4th level. You might get 3, 4 if you.
You would need a +6 mod in order to be able to cast haste twice. I mean, more than twice.
But even then, having haste as the spell known twice per day is super powerful. There's not a whole lot of healing second level spells. Yes, there are some. Yes, I love my summoner. Yes, I would play her again. But not choosing haste, one, is a pretty dumb move because,
well,
at the same time, you're going to get more second level spell slots than a wizard is going to get third.
Well, regardless, even if you were to move haste to 3rd level spell slots, I still think that the Unchained Summoner is. I don't like it, and the main reason for that is because they took the coolest part of the Summoner and they downgraded it from a highly customizable, very flavorful something to templates.
Yeah, no. Once I reread that was bullshit. Once I reread
I
it.
don't agree with that. I do understand them changing the level that you receive spells like haste and dimension door and stuff like that. I got that. I think their goal with the templates was more to simplify things because honestly, summoner was not very appealing for me to look at as a class to play because I opened the book and it was just like, it was more bookwork than a druid, and druids are a hell of a lot of bookwork.
I don't know about all
just like-
that. Having
But the ironic
Oh.
thing is, they release Unchained Summoner. If what you're saying is true, they release Unchained to solve that problem with the Summoner. And then they proceed to release Occult Ventures, which has 4 of the most complex classes in the game, all piled in on top of each other.
I do agree that the Unchained
So-
Barbarian was kind of crappy.
Here's the way I
they
see
made
it.
Rage needlessly complicated. Like it used to be simple,
Yes.
and then they made it annoying.
Unchained is easy mode.
I don't like the Barbarian,
Occult is mode.
but I did like the Rogue very much so.
I thought Core Rulebook was easy mode.
Core
By
rulebook is
comparison-
more. Let's core.
By comparison of 3.5, it's easy mode.
Rowan, you've been missing an excellent conversation.
You have. Good thing I've recorded it.
It's
You should
pretty-
watch my channel.
About using those.
Shameless
Yeah.
plug. But
Yeah, I think that's happening.
yeah, of course it's not gonna happen. No one watches my channel, not even the fucking players of this goddamn game.
Why do we
But I
need to
mean-
watch it? We live it.
Exactly.
To relive lovely moments like
I mean, like,
JD coughing up
What?
blood all over Cross's face.
What were we talking about? Though?
I don't like all of the rules presented in Unchained. I do, however, I am super fond, and I haven't convinced any DMs to use them, of the progressive magic items. Those are really cool. And I
They're
actually think
basically
the more-
legacy items.
Eh.
What I like about Unchained, about Pathfinder Unchained, is that is the first book that is incredibly divergent from the base 3.5 stuff in terms of game mechanics and general design. It is
I mean,
different.
honestly, that's what it
feels like
was. It was
something
them
new.
trying to separate themselves from 3.5 because people are always like 3.5 versus Pathfinder. Meh, 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 meh. And they were trying to give something to get those people, to give the people who are on 3.5 a reason to say, well, hey, now it's actually different.
and
I really think that's the only reason they published it, but it's
I mean, it's not for nothing I would describe Pathfinder to people who didn't play RPGs as Dungeons and Dragons 3rd edition with the serial numbers filed off.
I speak of both 3.5 and Pathfinder in the same sentence by calling them 3.P.
Yeah, I like that one.
But that's a sign of respect in my case. Pathfinder was spawned from D&D 3.5 as a project of love because, well, they needed to change.
I affectionately refer to Pathfinder as 3.75 because it's not 4th edition, which sucks, and it's not 3.5, which is overly complicated. So, it's right there in the middle.
Refer to Pathfinder
It's a happy balance.
3.5 that works. Which is far less affectionate in its tone towards the origins of the system.
Fair, Pathfinder is a lot harder to break outright.
Although finding ways to break things is kind of part of what made 3.5 fun.
Well, maybe for
For
you.
a certain for a certain group of people.
I know how to become, in 3.5, I know how to become a lich at 6th level.
I know how to
did
beat the
you-
Tarrasque at 6th
Did
level.
you hear that, Rowan?
Got some 3.5.
Yeah, but it's really, really, really funny. Because with the right combination of feats and the right race, you can enter into a class like 4 levels early, and the capstone of that prestige class is becoming a dry lich. I'm not sure if you remember what, or if you know what prestige class I'm talking about, but it's weird. There's I got help on this one from one of my major power gamer friends, but I don't remember exactly how we did it, but basically the character ended up getting treated as being like 4 or 5 levels higher than he actually was for certain purposes. And that allowed him to access the capstone of this prestige class well before he actually got to that point.
There was something, I think the most broken thing I ever came across and considered doing and then never actually did because it felt cruel and unnecessary was the ability to cast Wish infinitely.
I know how to kill an entire city with a single casting of one spell. Anybody familiar with the locate city bomb?
No.
No.
But it sounds hilarious.
You need a 15th level wizard in order to be able to do this, but in 3.5 there was a, you know how there's locate object, locate creature, those sorts of spells?
Yeah.
In 3.5 there was one called locate city, and if you were to tack certain meta magics onto it, then you could set up locate city, which technically has an area of effect the size of the city that it is targeting, or that it is finding, to inflict 1d6 points of negative energy damage and 1d6 points of cold energy damage to every single creature in the area of effect. So you're dealing 2d6 points of damage to every single person in that city. And this is all as a 7th level spell.
Good.
And you do it twice, and most people are dead.
No, you do it once. You do it once, and every single commoner in the city, or 90% of the commoners, are going to be out cold. On an average roll, you're knocking your average citizen down to like -6 hit points.
That's why I said you do it twice, and you're killing 90% of the city.
Yeah.
And severely weakening and horrifying anyone strong enough to live through 2 of those.
Yeah.
But as fun as a fuck damn, city bomb is, because that's pretty fucking awesome. I really like that. Rowan should get in the game. And things.
Oh right, Roll20 is a thing.
Things.
Yes, Roll20 is a thing.
In that case, while he's doing that, I just want to ask one more question. Are any of you guys familiar with the peasant railgun?
Yes.
Okay. Had to ask.
I remember that. It sounds so much darker than it actually is.
I mean, it sounds like you're using peasants as ammunition in a railgun.
No,
awesome.
You use peasants as the propulsion system.
The peasants are the railgun.
Yeah. It's what happens when you try to apply real-world physics to D&D. What you do is you line up 100 peasants side by side. They can be just regular level 1 commoners. 100 of them side by side in a line. You have the 2 in the very back holding a ladder. And each of the commoners prepares an action to accept the ladder from the person behind them and pass it to the person in front of them. The people in the back spend their action passing the ladder to the person in front of them. And the ladder travels in less than 6 seconds, 500 feet from the point that it started to the 100th person. The 100th commoner prepares an action to throw the ladder at the target. Congratulations, you have just created a miniature explosion out of a wooden ladder.
I mean, doesn't
I'm amazed the ladder doesn't shake itself apart before it reaches the end of the
really
line.
work like that.
I mean,
Because if you
that's
say
what
that you're applying
the
real
DM
That's
would
applying real
say
world
happens
physics to D&D.
if someone tries that.
See, I actually had a DM pull the real world physics card on me because I managed to find a way to make a character that could break the sound barrier on a charge.
Nice.
And he
Oh, you
says,
made Tanya.
I'm not there yet.
He says if you play that character, it's going to die the first time it charges because you cannot withstand the force of breaking the sound barrier in your body.
Physics works both ways.
You can't handle the G forces.
Well, Tanya, ideally, by the
Your
end
spine
game,
is confetti, your organs are soup.
yeah. Ideally,
But you hit him. Good job.
yeah.
You hit him with a water balloon made of yourself.
gross.
Don't forget the bone shrapnel.
Don't forget the whole thing about the sound breaking as I reach you.
No, you see,
That sonic damage.
that would depend on how quickly you gain speed and where you actually broke the sound barrier at.
So what were you saying, Scott?
Ideally, using only magic that I am capable of casting and using class features or mythic abilities that I will have access to, Tanya will be able to move by level 20 at 190 feet per round, or per move action.
Nice.
Absolute
Wow.
best case scenario. Mind you, that will require me to be level 20, mythic rank 10. I need to expend a use of mythic power to get that high. I need to have
Long Strider.
active, and I need to have a magic item that I do not yet have.
Boots, spring, and striding.
No, that does not stack with Long Strider, actually.
Oh, well, that's depressing.
Yeah, both enhancement bonuses. So
It's not the 7 league boots, is it?
no.
Okay.
Boots of haste.
No, those aren't. No. Boots of haste are cool, but no. Actually, I suppose haste would make me even faster than that. But again, just magic that I'm capable of casting. Because if we're going to go into that, then I also need to include expeditions retreat.
Well, if you have boosts of haste, then you pseudo can cast it because it'll be your boots.
Okay, in that case, if I stack on haste and expeditious retreat, that's 240 feet per move action.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think at that point your skin burns from friction.
Are you kidding me? At that point, I'm invincible. Effectively.
Why...
I'm mythic tier 10.
Well, I mean, there's that too. But that's why you just get a fancy red suit made by your friends at the lab.
Yeah, with little lightning bolts on it.
That's a good show.
No, you can't do that. That's trademark. You get a thundercloud. Come on now, let's be original.
I do get a cloud, but it's a cloud of butterflies.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, butterflies.
Who would shred to pieces on contact with the air at that speed?
Little cloud of butterflies.
Not the man-eating ones. They're really resistant, you know.
Oh, look! A gust of wind and blue confetti.
Alright, so if I remember right, this is how this worked. I took a level in Barbarian, a level in Cleric with the Travel Domain, enough levels in Druidic Avenger to get to Wild Shape. I was either that or I was a Quickling. I think I might have been a Quickling instead. But so there's that. So a level in Druidic Avenger, and then the rest of my levels were a monk. And I explained it with I explained the, whole barbarian to monk thing in my backstory. It was quite interesting. And then I took this feat that let me charge it 10 times instead of 2 times. And then because I was a cleric, a druid, and all that stuff, I casted all those buffy spells on me. And when I charged, it was super, super, super fast. I did absolutely no damage, but I moved like the wind.
Charge 10 times. That's ridiculous.
That would be pretty awesome.
There are
Why
things
does
in Pathfinder
that
that make you
exist?
do that.
Probably not a feat, though.
No, it is a monk class feature, so I would have gotten it anyways. Oh yeah.
At that point, your body just rips free from your skeleton and leaves it behind.
Your skeleton's moving too slow for your muscles. I'm just gonna leave you here.
Your shadow gets a leg cramp and limps along behind you.
I mean, I would say anyways, but now Scott's missing.
Can you just imagine though, like fighting this thing, like it's not doing a whole lot of damage, but the rest of its party is, so you try to run away. And the next thing you know, the sound, like you hear this boom behind you, and like your ears start bleeding, and you're just like, what? And then the little blue thing was behind you and is stabbing you in the butt again. And you're like, oh my god!
Or you could do what the Flash did in Justice League Unlimited. Run away from the guy with your super speed and use that time to pick up speed, circle the world, and hit him coming the other way.
That is the way to do it.
That was a fantastic episode.
He's running away from me. Ow! What hit me in the back of the head?
Fine.
My party was like going to use me as a messenger, because like the people were like, well, the wizard can cast a spell to like send that message to the next city. It's like, nah, I got this. So here's what they said. It was fun.
Don't you need to have a target to charge?
You do.
Yeah,
But
the
you-
city.
I'm going to attack that wall over there.
On the juggernaut, bitch. He was one of the more enjoyable parts of that movie.
I'm totally ready for these guys to. So they're like looting right now. Can't you just tell them what's in the boxes?
They didn't actually get started on looting.
That's totally what they were doing. It's what they said they were doing. Cross was brooding, Pogus was waiting on them to finish looting or helping looting, and Ileana was actively looting.
Cross was actively looting too.
Okay, well.
Pogus, as you started to storm
Scott
downstairs
back?
after dropping his body back, rather, Pogus went to join in the picking up of the stuff. Scott is not back, I don't believe.
Okay.
Okay. Party loot. Oh, scroll down so I can make some new stuff, and then I'll sort it in a little bit. I'm ready whenever, because I'm assuming there's a lot.
Okay. Live, everybody.
The energy would dictate otherwise.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Cricket. Cricket.
He's gonna say hi to his toes. Breakfast Robin, Kirby Duck, sniffed up my jet, and tea baggins my nuts.
I mean, I can go ahead and write this shit down, and then we can tell them what we found.
All right. Well, I think you kind of want to be here for this because there is 7 locked chests and a scrap of paper in the corner.
He should be here for the locked chests because Cross can't do shit with that.
Pogus is a rogue.
With disabled
Well,
mind.
Yes.
roll me some stable device then.
Not as good as Liliana, I don't believe,
You might get it.
but there's the first one.
The feeling you can't get it.
No, you realistically can't get it.
Yeah, we haven't found a DC 25 lock in a while, I feel like.
Well, the scrap of paper in the corner is not locked,
I'm gonna read
as
that.
far as you know.
You should
That's
detect
what
magic
I was
on
going
that.
to.
It's probably explosive runes.
Nah, I hate my life. I'm gonna go read it.
Okay, this is what you find.
Oh my god, I can't read that.
Hello. My sister. I trust your little band of murderers is doing well, gathering the greedy souls for our Lord's rise. Has Magnamar proven to be as sinful as you had hoped? It may interest you to know that my plan to nurture greed here in this backwater has blossomed. The quality of greed in a soul is so much more refined when it is given the proper care. Are you still simply carving the Sahedron on them as they expire? How crude. My method of marking is so much more elegant. In any event, I'm sure that your plans for harvesting greed where and when you can find it in the wild are progressing well enough. I just hope that your raw, ungroomed, and likely inferior victims don't interact poorly when mixed with the purity of my own subjects. If you tire of your little project there, know that you're always welcome to come to Turtleback Ferry and serve as my assistant, little sister. Fort Rannoch should be in our control by the time you receive this letter, in any event, so there'll be plenty of room for you if you wish to take me up on my generous offer. Oh, before I forget, have you managed to harvest that Lord Mayor yet? By all accounts, he might just be the cream of the crop in Magnamar. His soul might even rival several from my hand-grown harvest. And no signature on it.
She knows who's talking to her.
Well, those all sounded like very, very, very bad things. And we also now know where she's probably going. Congratulations, Cross!
Well, we'll share that information as soon as Scott returns. In the meantime, I'm going to keep looping. Epic Rap Battles of History because this is amazing.
I love a good epic rap battle.
This is the best one in a while.
I'm pretty sure that Tolkien won that one. Just saying.
I agree. Tolkien definitely won that one. Though George did a pretty damn good job.
He did not do poorly, that is true, and I enjoyed him asking me to teabag his nuts.
What?
Jeff, you should watch the thing.
I picked really bad times to stop paying attention and then drift back into reality. What happened?
My favorite.
Who is it be teabagging? Is there something I should know?
My favorite line of the whole thing is you went too deep, Professor Tweed Pants. We need the backstory on every fucking tree branch. Oh God, that's golden. Epic Rap Battles of History, Jeff.
Yeah, I know.
Tree branch.
It's only just now occurring to me that it was a really bad idea to roll this up sticky side out.
If it had a sticky side, it's probably a bad idea to roll it in general.
Ah. You'll be pleased to know I've discovered how to attrition out adhesive.
You take the adhesive and you throw it away.
Yeah, Tolkien kicked fucking ass.
Actually, my method is to just place it in between my hands and roll the rolled up sticker in my hands until it stops sticking to things. Really quickly.
Why did I only give him 2 ranks and disable device and 5? And why the fuck does he have 5 ranks in fucking disguise? What the ever living shit?
What?
So he can
This?
look like a halfling? I don't know.
He wanted to polymorph, didn't he?
Right!
Yes!
That's what that was from.
Yes.
That was Flavor from Polymorph. He has a plus
If
6
that wasn't
to
canon
his
before, it
karate.
certainly is now.
He has a plus 6 to his disguise. I don't know why he has 2 ranks in. Oh wait, in case we come up with some more goblins. He's got 1 rank in all of his class skill knowledge skills.
Even the names of your characters suck. You got Boppers and Bopers and Brand Bucks. Second breakfast for all them goofy fucks. Lift up my gut and teabagging's my nuts.
So apparently there's a Power Rangers movie coming out in 2017.
You haven't noticed yet?
I heard about that yesterday.
It's been in the background for a while now, but I'm right now looking at 5 people in differently colored Iron Man suits who are allegedly the Power Rangers.
Yeah, no, I thought that looked cool.
Yeah, apparently the whole thing got a huge upgrade. Well, huge upgrade.
Yeah, no, I'm down with that over the spandex. Then again, I was never a Power Rangers guy.
Oh, that was my shit back in the day.
Let's see how it looks after a couple of trailers.
I don't know the answer to that question. I need to know. Okay, so
I have resumed recording, by the way.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to yes, it was yeah. I'm going to pocket or stick the chest in the bag of holding because I don't want to work on opening them here, and now it seems like a bad idea when we didn't deal with the biggest threat. Don't want to risk her coming back and shanking me.
You want to say hey, buddy?
Yeah, that's fair.
Say hey.
All right. Your cat is vocal tonight.
As much as I want to get my loot on.
Ed, what's the cat's name?
Little buddy.
What color is he?
He is black and a little bit of white and a little bit of brown on his belly.
Kelsey is an animal lover.
Apparently.
My first word was my cat named Harry.
Alright, so, yeah, stuff chests into the bag of holding and I guess take another quick look around. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I hope I'm not missing anything with the 24.
Well, looking around, you can see some movement down below. It appears to be the closest thing under the bridge has to a fire brigade trying to put out that house cross-tagged earlier
With the
with a lightning bolt.
That was awesome.
That was
Regret nothing.
freaking awesome. Yeah, no.
I mean, it didn't work, but I still regret nothing. I mean, besides the fact that I regret few things. That's a lie. This character is full of regret. I read all the things.
Okay. In that case,
Buddy is relentless tonight.
with supplies collected, I am going to get Cross's attention and make sure that he is following me down.
Cross is very intently studying the note that we found.
In that case, Pogus will kind of
But
look
he
around.
does- you are able to get you are able to get his attention.
I'm sorry, I
I
stopped
just mean
cutting
to
you.
specify I just mean to specify he's not like staring off into space or anything. He is actually, he's there.
Okay.
In that case, Pogus will kind of look around, realize that everyone's busy or hands are full, and begin stuffing JD in his bag of holding.
Just gonna repress that real quick. And we're good. Where'd JD go?
I'm flashing back to Little Shop of Horrors right now.
I mean, I imagine he's doing it with some semblance of care, but a goblin's care might not really translate well. That's fair.
If Dax did not run off with Zamithi, I am going to make sure to pick him up.
I don't know what Dax would have done after losing his intelligence.
Well,
Granted,
he's got
it
a
depends
couple
on
minutes
fast.
before that.
But I appreciate you picking me.
No problem.
All right, back down.
Because that's
Okay.
actually pretty important.
So you head back downstairs where you find the majority of Samifi Thunderflute's effects in a pile by the door, with a familiar little thrush sitting on it.
Ah,
Elian, where is she?
She needed some time to herself.
We don't get that luxury right now.
do you know where she went?
Of course he doesn't.
Just asking.
I can't imagine she's gone far.
We need to drop G off somewhere safe. We're not done here.
Hogus pats his bag protectively.
Repressed.
Alright, okay, I'm going to contemplate the amount of weight already in the bag of holding. Oh, yeah, that's true. You left your bag behind. Well, in that case, I am going to put JP's body inside of the body bag if he was not already there. And I'm
The
going to
body
swing back.
bag of holding.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in Pogus's bag of holding,
Oh,
which is not chill.
okay, that's fine.
Gentle repose, though.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna,
important.
with Pogus's help, I'm gonna maneuver him over to the body bag.
The freezer bag of holding.
Yeah, and sling that over my other shoulder, putting me just into medium load. Just there. No, actually, just under 3 pounds.
Rad.
And all of Zamivi's effects.
Most.
I'll scoop everything else up into my basic bag of holding. Anything that I don't think will be able to fit in there because the limitations are a thing, I'm going to slide those into the body bag.
Again, Pogus has a
Okay, good.
magic bag.
That's true. We should put some in Bogus' bag.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a good idea. Okay.
Pogus will pick up the goggles and put them on.
All of a sudden, Pogus's eyes, already unnaturally huge as are common for a goblin, are truly massive. He looks like some kind of grotesque owl.
Stage 1 of body morph.
It's working.
So I'm going to look over across for a moment. Swing by the Lord Mayor's place first.
Do him the courtesy
Inform
of
him
letting
that
him
the job
know
is
that his life isn't it.
right. The letter. Yeah, we should inform him of that. We should tell him the job is mostly done, and maybe, if we're lucky, we can get a little bit of a head start on some form of resurrection magic with his help.
If we're short anything, I still have wands and scrolls that I'll dump at a heartbeat.
Right. And I have a few things that I could part with if necessary, but if we're lucky, and then I'm going to remember that Zamithi is not around at the moment. If I have my way, the Lord Mayor will cover at least a portion of the cost.
Not
Okay.
likely. The last line suggests that the Lord Mayor is the greediest of all the city officials in McNamara. Possibly the greediest of them all. Getting him to part with anything would be like pulling teeth, which quite honestly I wouldn't mind right about now.
I'll see what I can do. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. So I guess we're heading to the Lord Mayor's.
Yeah. All right. You make your way. Hang on, I'm gonna change the map here really quick. Bah. You make your way from the Shadow Clock in Underbridge, out from under the Iron Span, through the Dockway and the Capital District, towards Alabaster, wherein lies the home of Lord Mayor Haldmir Groberus. And I can hear myself.
I
Whatever.
apologize if there's some echo here. That wasn't a problem before. None of you complained earlier.
No, it's
I'm
been a
not trying-
problem. It just hasn't been too bad. It got a little worse once everyone else stopped talking.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, if Rowan,
Also, I get to hear myself and I'm into that.
Rowan, if you turn your volume up, I can turn my volume down, and maybe there won't be as much of an issue.
I mean, I'm not pretty... Oh, wait, shit. Hold on, now I'm loud.
There we
Hey!
go. Now we can hear Rowan.
I have two levels on my mixer for my microphone. One for Skype calls and Discord and RPGs, and one for voice acting. So it goes back and
All
forth.
right. Well,
Back on this horse.
Yes. Continue.
okay. All right. Mayor Groberus. You are quickly ushered inside by his guard, where see the mayor quickly entering from another door in what appears to be evening wear. Ah, yes. Come back rather expediently. Well done. Does a quick head count. Oh, I see.
We're technically only missing one. He didn't see Pogus last time.
Do you know you have a small goblin following you?
We're aware.
Quite, all right. So anyway, I would love to hear your report. Tea and biscuits.
I've got no desire
I
to sit
think
around for
we
pleasantries with tea and biscuits, Lord Mayor. We've got more important things to worry about. You might be interested
I'm
in
going to set.
trying to kill you. He's going to hold up the letter and wave it.
It's going to wave at a guard who will take the letter from you, walk it over to him.
Oh my god, he's fat and lazy.
Let's see here. Oh, that's a little bit distressing. Attempts on my life are nothing new, but to be used in some kind of ritual sacrifice, that's something I'm not quite as familiar with, am I? See that this gets to a bally, would you? He hands it back to the guard.
Make a copy. I'm holding on to that.
Make a copy. Make a copy.
I'm holding on to the original.
Copy, I suppose. So is that all? Have you dispatched this interloper in my domain?
They ran. We'll find her.
Unfortunate. Still, I must thank you for saving my life, visitor.
Yes, on that subject, I don't believe that we properly discussed a reward for our services to the city. I believe that I know how you can help us for our helping you.
Oh, do you? Oh, well, do tell.
Well, had I come back 100% successful with all of my allies in tow, I would have loved to sit down and have a conversation with you. Information is one of the most valuable commodities of all. But, given our current circumstances, one of our number perished in the fight.
Oh, that's most unfortunate. You have my condolences.
Indeed. And, well, he fought bravely, he fought valiantly, and he is one of the most important members of this group.
I'm sure.
On several occasions without. We plan on bringing him back, one way or another. I would appreciate it if you could use your connections to secure a scroll of magic that could aid us in this matter.
I think I could whip up something in that general area over the next couple of days.
Good.
In the meantime, thwarting death, my good man, is not cheap, neither is it always readily available. This might take a day or two. This is realistically going to take at least a little bit of time. But in the meantime, you and yours are more than welcome to avail yourself of my abode whilst you're in Magnemar.
I am going to very calmly nod in thanks at this, but inside I'm like, oh yes. He just invited us to stay in his house.
Looking around, it's a pretty sweet house.
I figured. Not to mention, I'm sure that there is a plentiful amount of useful information that can be picked up while we're here. So, back to in character. We thank you for the offer, and I am going to quickly look, like just glance over at Cross to see whether or not he's opposed to this idea.
Cross looks like he's trying very, very hard to not appear as if he's attempted to murder the Lord Mayor with his eyes.
Okay, so I passed that sense motive check.
Yeah.
Everyone passes that sense motive check.
We will accept. Thank you.
Oh, make no mistake, Nick. Folks are going to be keeping an eye on Pocus while he's here.
They can't see him all the time, though. Someone
That's
has
what
to
I'm
sleep
for.
eventually. And I'm pretty sure you're on his side, so we're good.
I am. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna let him do something stupid. He's a goblin after all. And the person who's supposed to be keeping an eye on him is dead. That job falls to me.
I do hope this hasn't come across as callous, but you do have some way of keeping the cadaver fresh for a day or two, do you not?
We do.
Good. The smell of putrefaction tends to linger, does not come out easily. Well, the night has been long for you, I'm sure. If you'd like, my attendants can show you to your rooms for the evening.
Would you happen to have any guest rooms with multiple beds?
Multiple beds, well, I think something of that sort can be arranged.
Then
It's not quite as nice as the single bedrooms. It's actually more in the servants' quarters.
that will be fine. I just feel that for the next several nights it would be better if we were to stick together. We've been through quite a lot, and an ally's company can do much to soothe pain.
Yes, the stresses of combat, I hear they can be quite unpleasant. Yes, very well.
Oh, do you?
I'm going to make a mental note there that that likely means he is not a fighter himself. Useful information.
Ileana being quite close would hear Cross mutter, "Oh, do you?" under his breath.
Grobers is going to glance very briefly in Cross's direction before continuing to speak to Liana. Well, if that is your decision, the servants' quarters, it is.
Thank you.
At which point, the attendants lead you further into the mansion, into the back area, sort of the service area, as it were.
Alright.
This is where the attendants of visiting dignitaries would sleep. I hope it is to your liking.
It is acceptable.
Very good, ma'am.
I guess. with
And
that.
you are left alone in the room. Well,
Alright.
alone. Got each other. Yay.
Cross is going to. Yeah.
First thing I'm going to do, if I may, I would like to roll a perception check to make sure that Otis does not attempt to sneak off on our way
Certainly.
to the servants' quarters.
I think I killed Nick in and out of character now.
Yay!
Yay!
Pogus is with you. I mean, he's wide-eyed, even more wide because of the goggles, actually, and looking at everything, literally everything, all the things, forever. He's seen them all.
His eyes look like they might subsume his head.
Gotcha.
He has giant anime eyes.
No, he started with giant anime eyes.
True.
Cross glares at the doors, him and Ileana are left alone, and mutters, "If I had any spells left, I'd use them to make that man suffer. Perhaps it's good I'm exhausted."
Not something we want to do right now. At the moment, is a resource.
Pogus holds up two flasks of alchemist fire in your
He holds
general
up two
direction.
ass. Two ass. That's
In
more
that case,
than
I'm
one
going
ass.
to direct most of that previous sentence to Cross, and as Pogus holds up the alchemist fires, the last couple of words are going to be directed to Pogus. No, we're not killing this guy.
I'm finding myself caring a lot less about what people are to us recently.
No kill, just burn.
Library. I need to go find a library. I need to figure out what that was.
Much agreed. But, right this moment, we need sleep. I don't think we're in any danger at the moment. Gorobas would be quite foolish to attempt to deal any of us harm at the moment, especially since we just aided him and we are fresh in the memories of somebody else who we're probably going to have to speak to in the next couple of days. Somebody who we likely can trust. So, I recommend we all get a good night's sleep. We get up early as soon as we're capable, as soon as we've recharged our reserves. We get up, we get going. We spend tomorrow researching, like you said, and I'm going to have to pick up a few things and run a few more errands. I need to be better prepared. I can't afford to go into another fight and be that useless.
If you want to sleep, be my guest. Cross is going to pull out a scroll of Keep Watch, cast it upon himself.
As you pull it out, I'm going to say, stop. You need sleep. I understand what the spell does. I know what it does. I know it has its uses, but sometimes you need to let your brain shut down for a few hours.
Don't play psychiatrist with me. I have neither the time nor the inclination.
Then fine. I won't. Don't cast the spell. Get some sleep. You'll feel better. I'll feel better knowing that you'll feel better.
You're wrong. Cross is going to cast the spell upon himself. Sleep doesn't make the screams go away.
Oh
And is
my.
going to push the door open and leave. Stopping someone who looks like they're in the know on the way out. Do I come across a servant or
Yes, you come across a guard doing the nightly rounds.
Magnamar Library? Where?
Well, there are numerous libraries in Magnamar proper. I do know the Lord Mayor has a study, which I'm sure I would not dare to speak for the Lord Mayor, but I would imagine that you and yours would be more than welcome to avail yourself of his personal library.
I'm going to repeat the question. Library, not a study. Where?
Well, let's see. I would say the closest public library would be in the would be probably in the capital district.
I'll need a map.
All right, Zanifi has our map.
No, it's in her effects, which you guys have.
Oh, yeah, I have the map.
Which doesn't help
That's
Cross
right.
because you're not going to give it to him.
You have everything except a wooden holy symbol of Smiad.
And gnome-sized clothing.
Like, if you want a full list, I can send it to you. I'm just
Yeah,
waiting
that's
for you to
fine.
say you actually want to hold on to it or something.
Like, we're holding on to your stuff till you come back, or we find you, or Elion finds you, or something. But
Elion was ordered to stay with you guys and keep you safe. So he won't be going out to look for me.
Am I gifted a map?
Yes, a map is quickly copied off for you. A crude map copied from a rather large portrait in the study.
You only need a map of the relevant area.
Well, there is a library not far from the beginning of the Ire span.
In the capital district?
Yeah.
That's
isn't
where
it
I'm going.
really late at night? Like, they'll be closed late at night?
That's what I was thinking.
That's where I'm going, and on the way,
You're not going now, are you?
yes.
The library is closed at night.
Cross is gonna kill someone. Oh my god.
He's
Brilliant.
gonna try, but he's a school teacher and this dude's a guard.
I don't know why you're not a private investigator. Such insight. Cross turns and he leaves.
They keep rejecting my applications. Thank you for digging that wound up.
Good, at least someone knows what they're doing.
You're a very hurtful man.
Ouch.
Fuck you. And he's gone.
Oh, that poor guard is gonna go home and drink himself to
This
sleep,
is Cross
and then
without
beat
the
his wife,
good.
and then hang himself.
This is Cross without the good on the alignment scale to fall back on. There's nothing tempering there anymore.
You just caused a guard to get drunk, go home, beat his wife, and then hang himself. Congratulations, you dick.
Good, you learned a little something about life. Speaking of getting drunk, that's where Cross is going.
And why do you know why I say Cross has a cruel streak?
I always knew that. Think this shit happens by accident, Jeff?
No.
No, this is all design. Speaking of which, I'm finding a tavern that's open and going inside.
Well, as always. Just a second. And I'm back. Okay. Well, you find a, having, being what some might describe as a career drunk.
Yep, that's accurate.
You know that the best place to go for finding a place to drink, if one applies the shotgun method, is to just head toward the docks and start looking around.
Well, I'm not headed to the dockway. I'm looking for anything close. Something preferably around the library. God damn, I have to go pee so fucking bad.
Go
So I need
pee.
to go run and do that quickly now.
Next time, do what I do. Pee when other people are talking.
That's generally what I do, but you're the DM. When people are talking, it's usually to you.
That's why I have a wireless microphone and headset.
True.
The wireless microphone doesn't help much if the headset is wired. I should be saying wireless headset. Shame on me. Ow! Ah, I struck the bony part of the wrist.
For shame. You deserved it.
Ow! Struck the bone part that sticks out.
You probably did deserve it.
So, how's everyone else doing?
Pretty good.
Well, I'm sleeping.
Just playing Pokemon because I don't expect to actually be involved this session.
No, you're gonna be involved. We're getting there.
I'm also going
said he's
before I
not
actually
going
fall
live,
asleep.
bro.
Make sure that Ovis understands that he needs to stay in this room.
Elion is going to be keeping watch since he doesn't have to sleep because, outsiders and all that jazz.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Yeah, no, anyone who goes in that room is gonna be seeing a small planetarium floating in the middle of the room.
It's adorable. You think Pogus has to leave the room to steal something.
It's the servants' quarters.
He
There's
wants
not much to steal.
Yeah.
Is there literally anything shiny?
I mean, he can steal all of Zamiki's things, I'm
It's
sure.
the servants' quarters.
It's the attaches to government officials is what it was introduced as. Which are going to be nicer than generic servants' quarters.
Back. I want to retcon something. Can I retcon a thing?
Maybe.
Part of I want to add stuff to the conversation with the guard who wants to be a private detective.
Oh, you're just gonna keep putting salt in that wound, aren't you? Alright. Sure, what else are you gonna add?
Do you want to know why your application keeps getting rejected? Because you're incompetent, and people aren't going to kowtow to you just because you want something. It doesn't mean you automatically get it. If you got it, you would deserve to get it. So don't cry and whine because you're not smart enough to do what you want to do. Fucking apply yourself.
So he went from being an asshole to being a hard ass that cares.
Oh wait, sound like he cares too much?
A little bit.
Gave him
I didn't
advice.
get
And here's the thing. If you got the job and someone gave it to you and handed it down, you'd get people killed. You'd be responsible for their death. And if that's the alternative between you being happy or people being alive, I hope you stay a guard at this manor for a very, 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 very long time.
Are you done?
No, but we're burning nightlight.
Well, I'm done with you. And he continues his patrol.
Cool! Guards distracted, steal everything.
Fucking children.
You know, Rowan,
Man.
out of character, I'm going to do a little bit of, I guess I'm going to play the psychiatrist for a moment because I detected a lot of projection there.
Really?
Like, an unhealthy amount.
Really? I'm glad you picked up on that.
Yeah,
It's almost
no,
like Scott's not playing a character.
I think we all picked up on
Cross out.
Cross, hating himself forever.
What else is new?
And I mean, Rowan hates himself a little bit too, so that's.
A little bit. I'm gonna die alone. Okay, alright, off the bar.
You probably are, but it's okay.
Not for lack of trying on Zamiki's part.
I'm out.
Alright, so
Say about it, he's not dying alone.
are you going to the tavern or are you going to the library?
No. A tavern on the way to the library.
On the way to the library? Not much. This is the nice part of town. There's not taverns here. There's upscale cafes, which do not keep these hours.
There's some kind of fucking nightclub around here. There's some equivalent to one.
Not this close to the nice houses there aren't.
Fine, then we'll keep going.
Again, unless you want to scour the entire city, which you do not have time for.
Don't fucking tell me what I don't have time for.
Well, I mean, if you want to go through street by street, you'll find something eventually.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll just go to the CDs. Who gives a shit?
You know that sailors drink. The docks are a good place to try the shotgun approach.
Onward.
I'm picking up on more unhealthy behavior, Rowan. You are the squishy caster without spells at his disposal who is now walking into the seedy and dangerous part of town alone in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
It's almost like Cross is, blaming himself and suicidal or something.
Yeah, I was picking up on the death wish.
Not quite that bad, but close. If it was a death wish, he'd immediately begin enacting his plan he's concocting to find Zanisha. Without spells. And alone.
Well,
Borderline.
you head into the Dockway district. Ordinarily, sort of a seedy underbelly rife with pickpockets and muggers, especially at this time of night. However, a large amount of attention seems to be drawn by the rapidly quickening fire in Underbridge.
Oh, it's gotten out of control.
Yeah,
Not
there's a
only
lot
did-
of stuff.
Not only did we save the mayor's life, we did his job for him by destroying the seedy part of town. Oops.
Great. I'll just put that on the stack of things to punish myself for.
Let's see. Kill poor people. Great.
Thanks to
This
you,
is-
property values are going to skyrocket.
This is an upbeat campaign. People's lives were ruined.
Incredibly upbeat.
Cross, you come across the first bar you see. You walk into the first bar you come across, rather. That was a weird sentence. And you see, in amongst the numerous sailors, a familiar sight.
I don't know if I see it immediately because I'm beelining it to the bar.
That's why you see it immediately.
Oh. What?
You see, sitting at the bar, a rather familiar looking gnome.
Gonna sit down beside. Knock on the bar. Get
Aye.
the bartender's attention.
I want something that burns than hurts going down.
Can you narrow it down? I'll hook you up right away. He turns around, grabs something out of a cupboard. You're not sure if the liquid itself is gray or just the bottle.
That's how you know this place is authentic.
Mug, stein, shot glass,
Bottle.
thunk. How about you, love? Anything else? He says to the gnome sitting close to you.
All right, so how many drinks have I had at this point? They walk from the place to the mayor and back and talk to the mayor and all this stuff. Am I even still alive? Or am I dead from alcohol poisoning? Let's be honest.
Well, let's see. What's your con?
Not as good as you would think it is. It's a 13.
All right. Roll a fort save for me.
Fort save?
Yeah.
Plus minus magic items. So 11.
Yeah, you're kind of hammered by this point.
So then, yeah. She gives him a thumbs up.
All right. Fills the shot glass.
Cross wipes whatever residue is assuredly on the top of the bottle off with the sleeve of his shirt before. I'm assuming like it's a cork at the top.
Your guess is as good as mine.
Grabs the
He's
cork
going to
with
look
his-
at Cross.
Grabs the cork with his teeth, pulls it out, takes it, sets it down on the counter, takes a swig.
Because Zamifi doesn't actually have money. She's been diplomatizing sailors for her drink, so she's going to look to the person nearest to her, which I assume is Cross. She's going to look at him and attempt to diplomacy. He's like, "You're going to buy me a drink, right, mister?"
Yeah,
Cool.
I got you.
Got it.
All right.
Figured you'd be long gone by now.
I'm hardier than I look, mister. I'm Zmiffy. Thunderflute.
Came right here, did you?
Right. What?
Not like I want to talk.
I mean, you're talking. I'm just not sure if you're making any sense.
What are you drinking here? At this late hour.
What are you drinking here at this plate? Why do you need a
Why
plate?
are you drinking here?
Oh, because I'm mad at my friends.
What'd they do?
They all want to die.
So,
I keep trying to keep them alive and cheer them up and make them happy, and they just keep trying to kill themselves. And so I figure they probably don't appreciate my help anymore. So I'm kind of mad at them because they just want to keep killing themselves, and I just have to keep saving them. And then, just isn't, I'm tired of doing it because they don't want to try.
seems pretty selfish.
What, me?
Mhm.
Maybe, but they're just as bad, You spend
no
all your time
excuse.
trying to save somebody. They don't want to be saved. You should stop bothering them.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, what would you do?
You asked me yesterday, probably give you a different answer than now. As of right now, I don't know. Me yesterday would have said, if you really cared about him, you'd stick with it, no
What?
matter what.
I did. It's not like I left them all by themselves. I had a person who's really close to me stay behind to keep them safe and stuff, and maybe he'll be able to talk more sense into them than I can, since they don't really like me very much.
Why do you think that is?
Because I'm a gnome and I think weird.
I've met plenty of gnomes who don't think weird.
Well, maybe I haven't met enough gnomes.
Maybe we haven't met enough people in general.
She's gonna take a deep drink out of whatever it is that's being poured into her glass. And she's gonna be all like, it's like, I mean, we weren't really great friends to begin with, because, they all have their their opinions, and we didn't really get along. I was just trying to do the right thing, and then, you know, they, I can tell when I'm not wanted. I'm at least that smart.
But what's the right thing?
Sometimes the right thing is just to let people go.
I mean, in your argument.
My
What
argument?
right thing is that?
I don't know. They looked like they needed help. And I wanted them to be happy and have friends. And every time I tried to help them, they just got madder and madder. Then they tried to kill themselves in so many different ways because they thought it was helping, but it really wasn't. And it wasn't just like one person, it was like all of them. All of them were trying to kill themselves. And then one of them actually did get really bad hurt, and I couldn't do anything to stop it, even though I should have been able to. And then the others just wanted to kill themselves too, and they tried to do things that they shouldn't have done. And she just like face plants on the bar and just like, nope, she's done talking.
Cross leans over after a moment, pours his bottle to top off some Eefy's glass.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna leave?
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to be unmad at them.
Why are you trying? Why bother? If you're gonna abandon them, what's the point?
I mean, I don't want to abandon them.
What's the
I wish they
problem?
would. I wish they would realize that maybe sacrificing yourself to the bad guys and being all like, wasn't the right answer. Like there are ways to do it without trying to turn yourself into a bad guy.
Maybe.
I could protect them. They just don't believe I can. And if they don't believe in me, How am I supposed to believe in me?
Do you believe in them?
What do you mean?
They're supposed to trust you to protect them. Do you trust them enough to let them make the right decisions? Do you trust them enough to let them protect themselves?
I think that they're probably too sad to be able to protect themselves. Because I don't think that they realize that what they're doing is hurting them more than helping them.
What makes you think that it's hurting them?
I can
Maybe it's healthy.
No, it's not. Like, it's not healthy for me to be here in this bottle bar, fish bar. And I know
But you're
it's
here
not healthy.
anyway.
I am. Because I don't know what else to do anymore. And I'm trying not to be mad at them. And I don't really think they're going to come looking for me.
You don't drink, do you?
Not
Normally.
really.
You know everyone drinks for the same reason.
Do you know there's this place? It's called the hagfish, and all people are really nice, and they have this really tasty water stuff that it only costs a silver to get a cup of it. And then if you drink it, they give you lots of money, and then you
That's
can
not
donate that money to the
alcohol, that's
church.
sludge. It's fish sludge.
It's really
It's not the same.
It's really tasty.
People drink fish sludge for different reasons than they drink booze, but everyone drinks alcohol for the same reason. Fuck it. That's all that it boils down to.
Talk for your own self, bro. The bartender points to a group of sailors across the room singing a sea shanty.
Well, just because they're happy doesn't
Why
mean
are
they
you,
haven't said fuck it.
why are you boiling it? That doesn't seem like something you should do.
What?
You said that's what it all boils down to. Does don't You shouldn't boil what you're drinking, because then you just end up burning your throat. You're no better than
It's
that.
an expression. It means that it's core. That's the reason. Fuck it. Even if you're having a good time.
I was having an okay time until you showed up. It made me feel all bummed out again. Where did
Yeah,
the
what
other
else is
sailor
new?
friend go?
I think that's him on the chandelier.
I have a friend who likes red chandeliers.
He's probably worried about you.
Nah, he knows I'm safe.
So you're allowed to worry about everyone else, but no one else is allowed to worry about you.
I'm tough. I'm super tough.
There's always something tougher.
I'll arm wrestle you right now, mister. Bring it on.
Didn't say that thing was me.
You're in a sailor bar, you must be tough. That's how it works. Bring it on.
Or I just don't care enough.
Come on. She's like holding her hand up, waving at you. Come on, let's do this. I bet you um my shoes that
I'm not taking your shoes.
I mean that's up to you, but I don't really have anything to bet, so I bet you my shoes.
No bet.
Come on, let's do this. I got it. I'm super tough. Right, boss? She says, looking at the bartender.
That's right, super tough. Isn't that right, Barry? He leans over the counter where your previous arm wrestle opponent is still lying. Not from unconsciousness, just because he found a really comfy spot on the floor and passed out.
So your friends aren't tough enough to take care of themselves?
They're hurting. And they need to be unhurting. And when they're hurting and you need to be unhurting, you don't do things that are good for you.
Well, you've hit the nail on the head there. Drink. So what's your solution?
So no, I don't
How do you
trust
make them
them to take
unhurting?
care of themselves. How do I make it unhurty? This is the most hurty I ever felt, honestly. I don't know how to make it unhurty, but I'll figure it out. I figure tonight we'll do the thingy like my friend Mr. Cross does. And then tomorrow when I wake up, I'm gonna go and hang out in a church, and then I'm gonna go from there because I need to give the church a donation. I haven't given a donation this week.
Church in the city doesn't need donations.
Sure they do. Churches do good things. They help people. They make them feel better when they're sick, and they give them families when they don't have them.
Never liked the whole church thing personally.
I mean, I don't like having to sit there and listen to some guy talk for hours. It gets boring. That's why it's so hard for me to talk to Elion in the mornings because he's all blah blah blah, it's me, blah blah. And I'm just like, why can't we do something fun? Smeark doesn't want to sit and share all day, and Elion's like, you have to know these things.
I might join you at your church. See what happens.
Yeah, it'll be fun. You can come with me, buddy. She
Sure.
claps him on the back. But first, we arm wrestle.
Not happening.
Come on, whoever loses buys the next drink.
You're broke.
I can get somebody. Don't worry. I know people, right, guys?
Hey!
These are good guys. Guys, if I lose, will you buy me and my friend a drink?
Oh!
Will you buy everybody at the bar a drink?
Hey!
Yeah. See, we're good. Come on, let's go.
Not happening. But I appreciate the offer.
Look, buddy, it's only fair. You got my drink, now I challenge you for the next one.
Learn to take no for an answer.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt you. It's fine.
It's not about hurting.
I am so confused. I don't know why Mr. Cross does this. It is not fun at all.
I think that's part of it.
Around this point, the chandelier snaps, its rider falling to the ground.
Are you okay?
That was awesome.
And that's what happens when you drink for pleasure. Amateur.
I mean, this doesn't make it go away. So it's totally not what you're supposed to do. Maybe I'm gonna go hang out with those guys because they look like they're having a good time. You should come with. Maybe you'll cheer up too. Hey, buddy. She's gonna punch him playfully on the arm, or try to, or keep trying until she actually hits him.
He does not move, but just crumbles and rubs at his shoulder.
Come on, buddy. She's actually gonna just like wrap her arm around his and start like dragging him as she hops off the stool and almost face plants. We're gonna teach these guys how to play the fish game.
Cross, the sudden weight of a gnome on your arm is enough to pull you off your stool.
We're gonna go teach them how to play the fish game. Do you like tuna or halibut?
Zamifi, let go.
Come on, tuna or halibut?
Let go.
She shrugs and she just starts like she's still holding onto his arm. She starts dragging over. She's like, "Guys, I need to teach you this game, okay? This is my friend from over there. He needs to be cheered up. So we're gonna learn how to play the fish game. It's lots of fun, all right? But first, you have to choose your weapon. You have to choose wisely. So, what kind of fish do we have around here, folks?
I'm always partial to a pike.
Pike is good. Pike is good.
I guess I'll take a swordfish. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'm gonna grab a hammerhead personally. Those are my
As soon as Zamifi lets go, Cross is gone.
She hasn't let go yet. She's waiting for you to choose your fish, man. Come on, buddy, choose fish. It's all good.
Gar.
Gar? I've never known anybody to use a gar. Alright, we'll use a gar. Alright, let's go find these fish. There gotta be some somewhere, right? We'll be back. We'll be back, boss. Don't worry.
Anyone who looks at Zamifi's shot glass still on the table, on the bar rather, notes that the two drinks inside it appear to be fighting for dominance.
Cross still has the bottle of the alcohol in his hand.
She's gonna actually bounce back over there. Say, hold on, I'm gonna drink this before we go. She's gonna like chug it down.
Oh, good. If she bounces, I can leave.
No, you're still attached. You're being bodily dragged around by a gnome, pretty much, unless you're fighting it actively.
Yeah,
but
it's happening now. As soon as you go, like, we're gonna go find fish.
Zamifi.
Yeah.
This particular mixture of drinks feels like you just swallowed 10 angry bees.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Maybe I can calm them down by petting my stomach gently.
Maybe.
Well, she is distracted by the bees in her stomach. I'm out.
No, come back here, buddy. She's gonna feebly reach up and like grab him. She's like, come on, you have to. It's gonna be so good for you. You don't even know. It's the most fun game ever. Come on, let let's go.
Cross is going to look back to the bartender, still staying far away from Samifi. Cut her off. Do your job. And is going to walk over in place. I'm assuming the swill isn't going to cost more than a gold coin. Is that an accurate assessment?
Well, you are not given change.
Yeah, I'm out. That's the tab paid up.
All right.
And they can go hagfish hunting. Cross is going to start information to go lamia hunting.
Okay. Library's still not open.
Well, luckily, since I have Keep Watch, I can spend my quote-unquote rest time poring over any books that I have in my bag. Pertinent informations. I have journals. They're covered in fucking runes. I look like a crazy person. That's happening.
Well, okay. Unless you have anything regarding, let's see, regarding...
Honestly, I'm just killing time until the library opens.
All right, so you read at night. Have you a light source?
Yes, I have the spell light.
Okay.
I cast it.
When do the bees stop, Jeff? Or do I just die?
The bees stop within a few minutes to a half hour.
There we go. You conquered it, I say, waving around my fish triumphantly, because I assume we found it.
Someone actually had a gar, oh my god.
Oh, we have to go find him and give him his fish. Is he back at the place? We should go to the place. Where is the place? Where are we?
The dock.
Who are you?
I'm Royce.
Who am I?
Apparently you're Samifi.
Someone? Oh, okay. I think I've heard of her. She seems like a pretty cool person, yeah?
I think you've had enough, little missy. Let's drop you off somewhere.
Um, okay, I live in the Rusty Dragon. With Miss It's over there. She points in what she thinks is direction of Sandpoint. They made a really good breakfast.
You are carried like a football down the street.
You guys shouldn't bounce around so much. This is very bouncy. Under normal circumstances, it would be fine, but I think you're bringing those bees back.
Make a fortitude save for me. Yeah, okay, so you can see clearly that your chauffeur has been stopped by a patrolling watchman.
Hello, Mr. Watchman. All's well here. Well's all here too.
Is she with you?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, technically, I'm just dropping her off, sir.
I'm going to the Rusty Dragon.
Rusty Dragons and Sandpoint.
Yeah, that place.
I'm not walking you to Sandpoint.
But that's where I live.
Royce looks at the guardsman, who rolls his eyes. I'll handle this. Come on, this way.
What way? I mean, you have a very nice butt.
Thank you.
I assume whatever way she's being led or carried, her head is at the rear.
You are led down to a watch barracks where you are asked for your name.
What? My name? Um, I don't remember.
I think she said her name was Zmifi Dundleflute.
She's a pretty cool person. I don't think she's me though. Is she? Yeah, she's not me.
The watchman behind the desk writes down your name, frowns, checks some earlier orders that were written down, calls over his superior. They talk back and forth. Finally, the slightly fancier dressed watchman
Is anybody
comes around
holding
his
her
desk.
right now? Or is like
Royce is still holding on to you.
okay.
Terribly sorry, Madam Zambifi. We'll bring you to your temporary place of residence just as soon as we can.
Yeah, I can go on my own. Just put me on the road and I'll make it.
Oh, no. Streets are dangerous at night. We wouldn't deign to let you walk about
I'm
alone.
not I'm not scared. Don't worry.
No, you're coming with us, and you're gonna sleep this off.
No, I really would like for you to put me down now, sir, because I'm going to have to call an exterminator for the bees in my stomach.
Oh, you're not a heavy drinker, are you?
I
Oh, don't you worry, poor thing. We've got just the thing for that. And then we can take you home, and you can sleep this off. It'll be right as rain in the morning. You are given a glass of water with a tablet in it that makes the water go all fizzy, which does quite a bit to settle the bees in your stomach. After which, a couple of guards escort you up to the mayor's place of residence, where you are relayed through various guards and servants to the room where ostensibly the rest of your party is sleeping. Oh, uh, she's been gone for a while apparently.
Well, shit.
I just got a message that her internet crapped out.
God damn it.
Cross,
Shall we just... Oh, yes.
anything going on with you apart from reading by light?
Not until the library opens.
Where are you doing this?
Presumably right out front of the doors of the library.
You see an old man who comes by to sweep the steps.
Unless he interacts with me, he is summarily ignored.
Well, he does look kind of confused by your presence. Well, I would say the library is closed, although I'm not really sure how one would close the steps.
Do you need me to move?
I'm really not sure. Clutches the broom in a vaguely threatening manner. Did that book come from the library?
No.
Well, if it's your own book, and the stairs are technically public property, I suppose. I don't know, as you were, I guess. You're going to have to move at some point. I'm going to need to sweep there.
When does the building open?
Oh, it opens about 6 in the morning, I do believe. You're going to be here for a few hours if you're waiting for the library to open.
Fine, then. A few hours is what I'll be here for. Wouldn't happen to know of any others in the area.
Oh, yes,
Any
but...
ones that are open earlier?
Oh, yes, but those would be private book repositories. I'm not sure they'd let you in.
Worth a shot. Where?
Well, I don't exactly favor your chances, but if you're looking for libraries, probably any number of the government buildings. Golem works, but you don't look to be a student. Or an industrial worker, if I'm perfectly honest.
Never mind. I'll be back at sunrise.
Alright.
And Cross is going to pick up the bottle resting at his side and take a swig and walk back to the place with the stuff.
To the place?
With the stuff. Lord Mayor.
The same guard from before opens the door for you.
Thanks.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
You don't fucking know me.
Don't want to.
Feeling is mutual.
You gotta move.
You're gonna walk
Santa
in?
letting the bugs in. As soon as he steps out of the way, I'm gonna walk past him.
He opened the door for you.
I thought like he opened the door and I presumed he was standing in the doorway.
No, he specifically opened the door for you.
Well, I just sound like an asshole.
Yeah, but that's not exactly new.
Yeah, what else is new? YOLO. I'm going to find the study.
All right. You are led to the same study where the map was drawn. Large number of books in that room. In fact, doesn't seem to be actual walls in that room. It's just all shelving.
I spend 4 hours searching for as much information about what we just fought as I possibly can. If I find nothing in that time, I move on to the library, which is now open.
All right.
Knowledge nature?
Yes.
Fucking shit ass.
Let's see. Just trying to remember.
More than that.
Yeah,
I
you
almost
search
paused
and
with
search
more
and
of
you
that.
don't find anything.
Well,
This does not seem to be the main thrust of his personal collection.
yeah, it doesn't surprise me. But as soon as I search for 4 hours, I move to the library. We'll continue the whole. And I will search there until I find what I'm looking for.
So you plan to take 20 on this, do you?
I'll spend the day, Jeff.
Okay.
I'm doing everything I can. I'm literally doing nothing else until I have a Lamia Matriarch stat block, Jeff.
Okay, then.
I don't care how long that takes me. I'm doing it.
All right, so that would be a 33.
You know
Then-
it, bitch. Actually, since it's morning, and I haven't done any strenuous activity, and I've had keep watch up.
Yeah, you get
Do
your
I
spells. I don't know, do you level?
That's now a 34.
Cool.
Jeff, I need to ding you something.
Yeah.
I fixed it.
Yay.
Alright, fuck the recording, I'm going to bed.
All
Yeah,
right.
Jeff. I've got nothing else to do.
Oh, good, we're mostly done unless Tempe wants to RP some, but I'm dying. And I'm
You're
not
dead.
doing anything. I didn't even need to be here this week.
Go to